Hello there everyone, it's the J-Man Turtle Man coming at you with another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle episode review. This past Sunday we got another new episode on Nickelodeon called the Insecta Trifecta. I enjoyed this episode. I thought it was really good. It was a Raph-centric episode and I love Raphael. It was really good pacing, good structure throughout the episode. It felt like a return to classic Ninja Turtles episodes, and not just Nickelodeon, but Fred Wolf era and just classic Turtles versus mutants. Simple but very, very engaging episode, which I liked. We got introduced to some new mutants in this episode, created by Baxter Stockmanfly in the form of Scumbug and Anthrax. And Anthrax are these ant-like creatures that kind of spawn out of each other. And Scumbug was like a mutated lawyer, I think he was. Stockmanfly had him all tied up and mutated him with the DNA of a beetle and a spider. And he pops out this really gross looking new mutant. Really gross. But if you remember, Scumbug and Anthrax, this isn't their first appearance in the Ninja Turtle canon. They first appeared as toys through the Playmates toy line, and then later made an appearance on the original cartoon show in a 1993 episode called Night of the Rogues. Scumbug and Anthrax, Scumbug also appeared in the Archie Adventure series. He was a mutated exterminator and was more of a cockroach than a beetle spider hybrid. Still really gross. This was a Raphael kind of centered episode. He was the turtle in the limelight in this episode. Yet again, this episode deals with his fear of bugs and insects, but in a different way. More, not really his fear, more of like post-traumatic stress, dealing with all the things he's been seeing on the other planets, and he went to a whole planet of bugs and he thought he conquered his fear, but we find out in this episode that he has these flashbacks of hordes of dregs and Cockroach Terminator, and he also sees Mona Lisa in there, but then he finds out that he's actually French kissing an Anthrax. I liked that we got to see Mona Lisa. I still hope she makes another appearance before this season is over, not just in a flashback, but herself. I like the Raphael-Mona relationship. I'll just leave it at that. My favorite part of the episode, the best part of the episode, I think, is the Raphael-Splinter interaction. We haven't really seen a lot of that. We've seen Splinter interact with Leonardo, Donatello, April even more than Raphael, and this was a really cool chance to see them sensei to student, to son, to father interaction. Splinter teaches him this mantra of how to calm himself and relax when it comes to dealing with his fear of insects. And then later on in the episode we find out that it just means nothing. The mantra doesn't mean anything. That it was inside Raphael the whole time to overcome his fear of insects. And we have a cool moment with Raph just going, whoa, that's deep. And then what does Splinter say? He says, like, don't tell your brothers, I might use that on them one day. I thought that was really funny. Also, the end fight scene was really cool. Some cool music and shots of them swing around on these things. Donatello invented kind of these insect-like grappling hook backpacks that shoot from side to side, front and back, and have these little claw things that come out. They're all wearing them. Terflytal makes a reappearance. And the in-fight scene on this construction site was really cool between the Turtles, the Anthrax, Scumbug, and Baxter Stockmanfly. It reminded me of Turtles in Time, the video game, where you battle Stockmanfly on like a suspension bridge kind of thing. I don't know if that was an homage to it, but it was still really cool to see. This episode seemed like it was going to be a filler episode, but it wasn't. It played to the plot progression. We even had Cry in there, kind of giving orders to her Foot Clan soldiers to find Shredder And I just hope the rest of the season has this pacing, this really good classic Ninja Turtle episode. Turtles versus bad guys, really good, but using the plot progression. Really enjoyed that. Some things I did not like with this episode is, yet again, we have a Raph-centered episode, but it plays to his fear of bugs. I'm just over it, and I hope this episode is the end of it, because he got over his fear on his own, using the mantra that Splinter taught him, and I really hope this is the end of seeing his fear with insects. As I said in a video earlier, I would love to see more of his rogue attitude play out, you know, maybe have the Night Watcher, But seriously, I'd love to see Raphael, kind of his rogue attitude, kind of his loner type attitude, come play in more with these episodes. Scumbug. Scumbug was really gross. I did not like his design, and I'm sure there'll be a toy of it later on, but I just didn't like his design. At one point, he has a mouth on his butt with teeth that squirts out spider goo, spider silk stuff. Ew, no. Overall, though, I really enjoyed the episode. I like the return to a classic Ninja Turtles versus mutants, simple storyline, but it was engaging, continued the plot progression. Overall, I'm going to give it an 89% B+, mostly because seeing Raph and his fear of bugs again, just meh. Speaking of plot progression, we did see Shredder in this episode. He's in bed, and he's growing impatient that it's taking so long for him to fully recover. But at the end of the episode, we see that the mutagen that Stockman Fly is putting into him is taking effect. Spikes start shooting out all over his body, and two come out that look like his signature spikes. So he's getting closer and closer to becoming that Super Shredder that we might see. Thank you guys for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below. And don't forget to check my Instagram page for more updates and pictures. So until next time, this is the J-Man Trailman saying buzz buzz.